Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Yo, I know this one. I know this is the one.
Hey, ladies and
Go
gentlemen.
on, give me the intro.
Yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages. Welcome to another edition of the Say Shorts. I'm your host, Neil. He's your host, Derek.
Hill.
And together, we are bringing another edition, another shortened episode of the Senate podcast. Now, you're liking the content, like, comment, share, subscribe, dislike, comment, share, subscribe, hit notification bell so you don't miss anything. Share the content, whether you like or you dislike, so that if you're a supporter, you can help build the community. If you are a detractor, you can help stop us. Just don't ask me if I'm ready. Don't ask me how we're doing. But peel off the band-aid.
All right. This bad name might bring off a limb. Right? You ready, brother?
Thank you.
This is a Twitter post, right? And it reads, men opening doors for women is a symbol of aggressive patriarchy. Men are saying, you may enter or leave this place, but only on my say-so. A man opening and holding the door open for a woman is him subconsciously reminding her that all men are in control of a woman's choices. Your thoughts, brother?
I love it. You know why I love it, Derek? I love it because we are getting to a point now where people are showing their entire ass. People are showing their intellectual ignorance, right? Now, on one hand, a lot of people will tell you that black women need to be protected. In another situation, a lot of people say that women in general should be treated as fair sex, or as queens or divas. Another school of thought would tell you that women should be treated as the weaker sex, right? And these are all opinions of women, right? Let me just get that out there, right? Like, read certain things, you see certain spaces. By and large, a woman would fall into one of the few categories. She might not like it, she might like it, she may want it, she may deserve it, she may desire it, etc. Right? But according to this Twitter poster, this person is saying that essentially opening doors for a woman is a show of dominance, is a show of reinforced patriarchy. In other words, woman, you is to come and go when I might say so. You understand? You don't open that door. You can't open the door for yourself. Don't move. So that's why I find it funny, because to me, this person's perspective, and they are alluding to the fact that the woman can't do for herself. That men are so maniacal and so deluded in their thought process that in that thinking and that thought process, a woman can't do for herself. A woman can't decide to leave or come as she must be up to the man, right? So now, I will put it to you like this, right? Because this is hilarious to me, because we had a situation like this a few years ago with a local entertainer opened the door for a woman, and he got and said the woman was unmannerly, or rather, he could as well say thank you, whatever, and that person was summarily ostracized. Yeah, he was destroyed on social media, right? And it is one of those things where you open the door for someone, they don't say anything, there's always saying thank you, they don't say anything. There are some women that don't want a man to open the door for you. And then there are some women that, shoot, if you go to certain corners of the internet and certain ideologies and thought processes, got some women that tell you they want a man to do them things with chivalry and things. So I just find this hilarious there. I find it hilarious because, one, that person is not speaking for every woman. That's the hilarious thing to me. That person is not speaking for everyone. Right? Two, most men, if not exclusively all men, when they open the door for a woman or their woman, they are doing that as a sign of respect. They're doing that as a sign of courtesy, politeness, etiquette, how you were raised. Right. So it is interesting to me that this is a talking point now. So now we should tell men don't open doors to women, because we don't want to reinforce patriarchy. We don't want to come off as domineering, demonstrative, or misogynistic. Do not open doors for women. And yet, I promise you, when all men start doing that, it's with cheese on bread chivalry day.
Yeah.
And they can't name about women. Huh? Don't care name about women. So this is retarded, it's ridiculous. I think that poster is misguided. And that person actually is looking for likes, comments, shares, retweets, whatever. And that is something that people just ignore. You want to open the door for a woman, do that. If you don't want to open the door for a woman, don't do that. If you're a woman that don't want a man opening the door for a man opening the door for you, don't allow him to. Open your damn doors. Point is, this patriarchal thought down to the context of opening doors is asinine.
Yeah, like there's a challenge men have, right? Because approach game is dead. Because you don't want to approach a woman if you approach her in the wrong context. You can face possible charges and that kind of foolishness. The legal ramifications for it. Now, and you don't know who's who, right? I remember back in the day, I used to do a little bit of martial arts training with Mr. Sawyer, if you remember. And he said, you know, you can look at a man, you can tell if he's run. You can look at a man, you can tell if he's lifting weights. You can never look at a man and tell if he's a trained fighter. You can never tell. And so you got to treat everybody the same way. And this is what's becoming, this is the case now. Because you don't know if a woman gonna want you to open the door or not. So, you know, you don't open the door for nobody. You open the door for yourself. Let next fella catch it, right? So this is what we are becoming to. Everything is under, and we talk about this all the time. Everything, as soon as you do something, you tread under that blanket of patriarchy, misogyny, that kind of thing.
Because you can't argue against it. As soon as you argue against that, you are that, or you are a supporter of that. I'm part
just tread the blanket over it, and that is exactly where it is, right? So, as you said, Neil, open your own damn doors. That's where we come to. Let me be clear. Ladies, men didn't create this situation, huh? And they create this situation. Men were happy to open a door for a woman. But if you don't want that, how men supposed to know? And don't come and stand in front of the door and wait for it to get open. They be waiting in vain like Bob Marley. Yeah.
For my just to add on to that, like for me, I open doors. I know how you feel about it, but I open doors for women still, right?
But let me be clear, Dave. Let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, if I'm with a young lady and she rolling with me, hell yeah, you gonna open her door. But if you's
G in public,
G in public, well, yeah, you get there same thing as me. Yeah.
But here's the thing: I open the door for men and women. You know? It all depends on the context or the situation, right? Particularly older men, I would show that respect, open the door for them, and that to me, I see it as a sign of respect. I see it as a sign of, you know what, go ahead, which is hilarious, right? Because opening the door is essentially women and children first.
Yeah.
And so is
the patriarchy. That's patriarchy.
But it's so women and children first is patriarchy. So when we on the plane, so when the plane going down, and I brought for myself, well, I would check for children because children don't know the better. Children, whatever, right? I mean, deluded. So I check if your children when you stop there and drone, or you can't lift something off of you or something like that because you are unable to do so. Me, I was a good human being. I still left you because I don't want to be seen as a part of the patriarchy.
I'll tell you this, Neil. They do say on the airplane, if it's going down, to fix your mask first, and then it ain't to anybody else. Just bear that in mind. But to say that, Mal Hope, this is hilarious. He subconsciously reminded her that all men are in control of her choices. Your choice is not to come in. You've already determined that by walking up to people's building. I am opening the door to help you to come in. But this body figures with, hey, you know, I'm determining whether you come in or not. As you said, this is a little backward.
Yeah, ignore this or rhetoric. Yeah. When you see things like this, whether you are a supporter or detractor of the patriarchy and the misogyny or whatever, please have enough sense to see this and say, all right, you left too far left is right. This is
I call it out for what it is.
Call it out, yes, correct.
But this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Call this out as what it is, right? For us, this has been another Senate Short. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to ensure that you do not miss any of the content we got coming for you. We can see you again soon.
It's a contaminated environment. And the tutu's about that.